Hey everybody, at least 8 of you. Super dizzy today. I didn't sleep much last night again. Seems like, well, with Remeron sleep, it's always crap sleep, but I like to be able to fall asleep right away and wake up later, But I've been pulling not falling asleep for 3 hours, and then I'm off and on all, throughout the night, and then I'm up at 5 in the morning until I get up. So a few hours of sleep. I'm so dizzy and out of it. It's so bizarre. I don't even think I'm going to try to do any walking or anything today. It's just getting so bad. I've just come to the conclusion that I know a lot of this is the Remeron causing me problems. I've been fighting with that. If it's the benzo withdrawal, then it'll go away. It'll calm down on its own, and I'll be happy about that. But if it's Remeron, this is just keeps getting worse, and I just made a point that at the end of this month, we're moving from Austin, Texas, to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It's a big move when I'm this sick. I'm not doing a lot of the work, so I'm not doing any of the work really. Just mental, I guess. Had to hire people to load the truck, and we got her family coming to help drive and everything. Should have done this a while ago. I skipped on moving before because I thought I was too sick. Now I look back and go, oh man, I would have much rather did it then. So, gotta do it eventually. There's no good time, especially when we have really no friends or family here. It's rough. At least back in Wisconsin, we'll be closer to family, and all of our friends are in the Midwest. It's gonna be a hell of a move, a lot of stress. I'm probably gonna want to just kill myself during it, but we'll get through it, I'm sure. I hope I'm not a whole lot worse in a month from now. All I do know is I made the decision there is no leveling out for me, but once I level out to a point, I'm going to start tapering Remeron. As much as it's going to make me a psychotic mess, I have to start tapering it off. I need something for sleep, but then again, tapering on that, it's going to be a long time, so I'm not going to worry too much about what I'm going to do about it. It's not the fact that I just can't fall asleep. It's the fact that I get that wave when I'm about to nod off to sleep that wakes me up every time. Without that, I wouldn't care so much. But I just feel like I'm mentally suffering, and if it's not getting any better in another month, which will be almost like 3.5 months after benzos, and I was only on benzos for 3 months at a low dose, then I'm going to assume really it is the Remeron and I need to start tapering it. It will be a really slow, long taper, I'm guessing. But I need to start, or I'm going to just continue suffering and suffering and suffering. All a psychiatrist is going to say is, get off of that and we'll try something new. So instead of paying somebody to tell me that, I might as well just, get on with it instead of waiting and waiting and waiting. Waiting for the benzo to withdraw to feel better. My problem is I feel waves of benzo withdrawal here and there. I feel it. But to me, it doesn't feel that bad. Not like it was. Oh, it's just all in my head. I'm able to talk through it, but I literally, like this morning, I did a Craigslist transaction. Normally I meet people, but I can't do that anymore, so I have them come to my apartment. And the direction's a little weird. So I try to explain it the best I can, and of course they never find it, so I'm going up and down the stairs with this thing, and my heart's racing, my anxiety is getting worse. It's just, this is no this is no way to live because I can't function outside. I do my best to fake it at home, but it's getting harder and harder and harder. I'm pretty sure without the Remeron, I would be about 50% better. And I always say to myself, and I think it scares me, how how does how is this getting worse and worse and worse? It's either the Remeron just making me feel really horrible, and the benzo withdrawal got a little worse. So to wait for it to calm down and level out a bit, but it just seems to get worse every day. But then again, I didn't sleep, so just never know. I slept the other night, and yesterday was a hell of a day too. It's not a huge difference. I just notice when I don't sleep, the dizziness is worse, and just the lack of knowing what's in front of me is worse. I seriously miss the old me. I really, really do. We would have been moved back to the Midwest already if it wasn't for this. I would have done a ton of hell of work. I'd be busting my ass getting my, business back on track already. Everything would have been fine, as it always has been. I was just too busy trying to take care of this social anxiety thing that just gets to me, and has to for years. And this was the last straw with these benzos. My God. Now I just feel like I screwed everything up. And it's depressing. It's sad. Anyway, just complaining about no sleep. It sucks. Let's see, what else is going on? Taking my blood sugar every day. It's pretty good, actually. It's a little high in the morning, so it would probably put me in the pre-diabetic stage. But it was always kind of like that. At one point, a doctor said I was pre-diabetic. My last doctor said I'm not at all. So obviously it was going up and down. So it's still kind of pre. So nothing bad during the day. It's just, I mean, in the morning it's like 100, 102. I mean, pretty good in comparison to a lot of people. And sometimes in the day it gets like in the 80s. Usually about 85 I start feeling funny. But I take my blood pressure every day as well, usually twice. It's usually pretty right on too. The other day I took it was 120/80. It was hilarious. I'm like, this is the way I feel, and my blood pressure is freaking perfect. I mean, a lot of times it's low, but it's still in the normal range. But it was funny seeing it at 120/80. I've been eating these, here, let me show you. I've been eating these RX bars. I don't know if you've tried them. 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, 2 dates, no BS. I don't know what in here. I try to find something. There's no gluten, no soy, no dairy, no added sugar. And I've been trying to do something to add some protein without the fake sugars and stuff like that. And I mean, there's always something wrong in everything I eat that's going to hurt me one way or another, so I can't win. But these have like no ingredients in them whatsoever. The peanuts, I don't know if they bother the gluten or the glutamate and stuff, but yeah, I'm still learning. But whatever, at least I get some. I used to not eat breakfast at all, so now I eat a little bit. It makes me more tired after I eat, but I eat half of it usually. They're pretty good. They're expensive though. For a box of 12, it cost me like $25. But at least it's food and it's protein and it's good for me. I'm really too scared to eat shitty. If I was feeling a little better, I'd probably eat more shitty once in a while, just because it's good for the psyche, But I can't take the chance to feel worse. All I know is maybe that. Maybe this is making me feel worse. I don't know. Just again, physically, I feel fine. That's why I still believe it's the mirtazapine. It's kicking my ass. I mean, mentally, I can talk through it though. I mean, I don't have an issue with communicating as long as I don't move my head. I can't go out. This just sucks. I drove to the post office yesterday. I shouldn't have though. Oh, it was totally bizarre. Again, I would take turn like when I would take a turn. Like I almost lost track of like time when I take a turn. All of a sudden, I'd like wake up after I turn. It was so bizarre. I shouldn't have been driving. I really got to be careful and only drive when I know I can. Because every once in a while I'll get that little moment of clarity where I can pull it off because it's only 5 minutes away. So the whole trip is like 15 minutes. I don't stand in line there. I just drop stuff off. So anyway, I'm still packing my stuff to get ready to move. Don't have a lot left. It's just more of a mess. Here, you can see. Hope it's not upside down, but you can see I just got stuff around. Nothing major. Whatever. I don't know how that even looked. Well, that's just in my studio room. This is mostly all I'm taking care of with packing. Like I said, we're hiring people to actually take the stuff and put it in the truck. I used to actually enjoy doing that stuff. I hope I do again one day. I just try to think 2 years from now, I'm going to be so much better. And realistically, in 2 years, 2 years is so small. I'm 40 years old as of right now. So when I'm 42, I'll probably be a lot better. And then I still got my whole life ahead of me. But man, this blip in life is just so intensely brutal. And what's crazy is the whole, mirtazapine at a low dose is just like a really strong histamine blocker. Why the hell is it so addictive? Man. With my CNS being so sensitive too, it's almost impossible to get off anything. I would have had to been on something anyway, but I wish I would have chose anything else but this. Not an antipsychotic, because that stuff can permanently screw you up. But anyway, I'm just completely out of it. I thought I was out of it yesterday. It was a rough day yesterday. Then it's like I didn't sleep. That just sucks. Just laying there. At least I wasn't. At least the vibrations thing calmed down and all that. Just wondering if it's stress. But again, I didn't have the mint tea. So, and I normally have mint tea, but it kind of gives me bowel issues. So I've been trying not to drink it all the time. But I haven't slept well since I stopped drinking it. So I might have to drink it again tonight and see if I fall asleep right away. Then again, I probably will because I'm going to be so out of it. So we'll see. But I'll try to drink some tea again tonight. Just maybe not as much. Oh boy. Well, I think that's about it, I guess, for today. Got a few other things I want to talk about, but I think I'm going to make separate videos for those. Some issues with I make these videos to help people, but it doesn't hurt to make a couple pennies off of them from ads. So I've been doing that. So one of my videos is going to be about that, because every time I put up a video and I try to make it not talk about drugs and stuff per se in the titles, or everyone that says benzo in it gets canceled. The money making part gets canceled. Right now I've got like 14 or 15 videos and only 2 or 3 of them have ads on them because they cancel each and every one, and I cannot figure out why. There's no contact for them for this, so you only can do research online, and it's just impossible to figure out. You don't make a lot of money. It's like a penny or something, but like I've made like 38 cents Well, big deal. But by next year, I might make $50. You know, what the hell? Why not? Why not add it? You know, I can help with a bill one day. You know, I mean, I'm sitting at home. I still work from home, but my girlfriend's also doing 60% of the job now, and I need to try to step it up since I'm at home. 38 cents, I ain't cutting it. I take care of all the finances still, which is fine. I'm home. Even though I'm totally messed up mentally and everything looks bizarre and it's hard to grasp what's really going on. I mean, my stuff is routine, so I think I can do it. Sorry. I think I can continually do this so far. But I don't have a choice. I gotta keep doing it. Not unless I literally can't see anymore or move. I haven't heard anybody from mirtazapine doing that. Who the hell knows? I just don't want to end up in a mental hospital one of these days, you know? I don't know if everybody thinks that. But mentally, I feel like I'm down 60%. So bad. But by listening to me, even hearing myself talk, you'd think there's nothing going on in my head. Oh, but it's so completely out of control. I think it's just so much practice. I mean, my whole life, I've dealt with DPDR, being out of touch. And that's part of everybody said it was anxiety. That's why I kept on dealing, trying to help my anxiety too, maybe get rid of that unattachment feeling. I'd like to be, put back on earth. I want to be able to stand on a stage. I want to be able to do things that I can't do and I haven't been able to do for so many years. Although now I've realized I've taken for granted the things I could do. Now I'm just fighting to get back to how I was. At least close to it. Anything's better, Get close to it. Okay, I'm going to upload this one and probably record another one later. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.